Hi everyone. I wanted to share for a few minutes about a very special day that happened about 10 days ago. It was my anniversary of when I came to know Christ as my Lord and Savior. Um, I was a New Ager. In fact, I was probably queen of the New Age. I was into astrology and genealogy and every ology you can imagine. I was into it. Hypnosis, whatever it was, I was into it. Even polygamy. I don't think I've ever shared that with too many people. But when you're partners with the devil, you'll do all kind of things. So this one day, 37 years ago, it was in March 1985, further back than many of you have been alive. I was supposed to meet a friend of mine on the beach, and she called and said she wouldn't be able to make it. I lived on Pensacola Beach, which is an island. I lived on the sound side, on the water. I didn't even have a job. I was living on the water. That's another story. And she wanted to meet over on the Gulf. Now, I never went to the beach in March. I waited till it was warmed up, especially over on the Gulf side. I actually had to drive. It's about a 3-minute drive to the other side of the island. But she said she wasn't going to be able to make it, and I decided to go anyway, which is strange. So I packed up my 2 youngest children and rode over there. We got out, and I spread out a blanket, and the kids went to play by the water with their little bucket. I had 3 older children. They were in school. So I'm sitting there reading this book that came to me in the mail. The address was, postmark was Atlanta, and I had friends in Atlanta. The postmark was from Atlanta, but there was no return address. I don't know to this day who sent me this book, but the name of it was Steps to Christ, and it was a picture of Jesus knocking on a door. An old book. Yeah, of course it was. It was 37 years ago. But I have a copy of it now, but it's not the same one. Anyway, I was reading that book because somebody sent it to me, and I was interested. I would read almost anything. I've always been a reader. So I'm sitting there reading this book. The kids are playing, and I see out the corner of my left eye a figure of someone approaching, and I looked, and it was far in the distance, and there's nobody on the beach but me and this figure. And you're going to have to stay tuned for part 2.